This week in GTA Online, you can claim free clothing unlocks, a login bonus of $1 million or $2 million with GTA Plus, a few things with bonus money, but most of this will end on September 11th. So here are the 5 things you need to do before this deadline. So this weekly update in GTA Online did include a lot of the things that we did see in the last week, and some of these login unlocks and clothing unlocks have carried over into this event. So this will now be officially your last chance to get these things. I think it is a good thing that Rockstar extended them. It will pretty much give all of you a chance to get these different things, but I do think it is kind of annoying because a lot of this event, at least nearly half of it, is essentially from the last week. The first login unlock I want to mention will be this $1 million, or up to $2 million with GTA Plus. Many of you have probably already got this reward, and it is available all the way up until September 17. So yeah, if you have not got this one yet, just bear in mind it is up until September 17. Now for some clothing unlocks, there was this login unlock which I think is the best clothing item. This is called the Panther Tor jacket. I'm really surprised that we have not seen this before in GTA Online, and we are only just seeing this now, towards the end of GTA's life cycle. This would have been such a nice thing to get a good few years ago. There is also this one where you need to complete 10 waves of the KO Perico survival to receive the I Survived KO Perico tee. I don't think this one is as good as the Tor jacket. Obviously, completing all 10 waves will be a kind of annoying thing to do, and just for this t-shirt, I don't know if it's that worth it. I think this is where I was a bit more surprised that Rockstar didn't make the Tor jacket the survival unlock. But yeah, if you guys have the time to do these things, with most of them just being login unlocks, you definitely want to do it. So this next one will be the weekly challenge. Now, I was kind of on the fence of including this in the first section because it does also have a clothing unlock tied to it. I think the weekly challenge is relatively simple. You just need to complete all 10 waves of any survival. Once completed, you will receive the Buccaneer outfit and $100,000. So it's definitely worth either completing the KO Perico survival, trying to play through all 10 of them waves, or instead just load up one of the really simple ones from the survival tab. You should be able to complete these things pretty quickly even if you do them solo, and it is probably worth doing to get the Buccaneer outfit. If I was going to suggest the best way to get this, I would probably just recommend playing this KO Perico survival, maybe inviting some friends or random players, or even doing this completely solo if you can. Complete all 10 waves and then you are pretty much done with this weekly challenge, and you also tick the box for the other unlocks as well. So this section is arguably the weakest section, which is really annoying to say for myself because I really do like the bonus money normally. This week really did kind of disappoint us. The only bonus that mainly stands out will be the payphone hits. Honestly, I do not think the other things are worth playing, especially if you want to make a lot of cash. For reference, the payphone hits pretty much pay you $90,000 every 3 to 5 minutes, and they will have a 10-minute cooldown in between. And really compared to the other money methods, in terms of making a lot of money per hour, the payphone hits will definitely be the highlight of this event. I still think the other things are not bad. It really depends what you want to do. The community race series will probably be my next go-to option. Them things should be really fun to play with friends. So now we do have our discounts that you might also want to take advantage of this week. We have a 30% off the RE7B, the Coil Raiden, the Dinko Blister Kanjo, the Karen Sultan Classic, the Lampadati Viscerus, the Rune Zaba, the Ubermac Reinhardt, and the Western Rampant Rocket. So in terms of vehicle discounts, the best one is probably the RE7B. You can save just a little bit of cash on this. I also think it looks really cool as well. The only other vehicle that I would really choose here would be the Rampant Rocket, and only because it is pretty unique. I also have never owned this before across any GTA Online account that I have, and it is always nice just saving a little bit of cash on some of these things. The last and final discounts that we also got with this event were just at the gun van. You could find a 30% off the battle rifle and a 40% off for GTA Plus members on the military rifle. I did cover both of these weapons in one of my recent videos. Honestly, they are pretty similar. The military rifle will shoot a little bit faster, and the battle rifle just has a lot of damage. In the grand scheme of things, I do think they are pretty balanced. I have been trying out the battle rifle with the suppressor, obviously with the high damage and the suppressor. Sometimes it can be really nice, but accuracy wise, it is probably not worth it. One of my favourite highlights from this event was in fact the free cars. The first free car that we got was the Lucky Wheel podium vehicle called the Panhard Lacrosse. So just seeing this one on the podium is really nice. It also looks pretty nice as well. I eventually got around to winning this thing, fully customizing it with the HSW upgrades. And yeah, I absolutely love this car. I really wanted to get this a while ago, but I never really got around to it. So super nice to see that Rockstar added this as the free vehicle this week. One of the main advantages of the Panhard Lacrosse is it can go across these different grass areas, and unlike a bunch of other cars, the Panhard Lacrosse will not skid out at all. And I think that is actually a huge feature because the vehicle itself is extremely nimble. As you'll see in the gameplay, this is just so easy to drive. It takes corners very quickly, and that bush sort of feature is just a really nice addition on top. The second free vehicle was inside the LS car meet for the prize ride. This is the Enos Paragon R. To get this one, you need to place top 2 in the LS car meet series for 3 days in a row. In my opinion, I think this is super doable. Even if you guys just have a friend or something, you can then just take turns winning in the LS car meet series. But just keep in mind, it is 3 days in a row, so you are kind of limited on this one, especially at the time of this video going live. So if you do want to get this card, just make sure that you are doing this right now. So it's that time of the video where we actually have some honorable mentions. A lot of these things could definitely be in the main portion of the video. First of all, we have some removed cars. So you will find these things at Simeon's Auto Shop. Probably not the best selection of vehicles, and that is the main reason I left them out. But I do think they are still definitely worth a mention, at least. The same is also true with the LS Car Meet Test Track. Still worth a mention because some of them are removed, but probably not overall the best selection. I want to include the Luxury Autos dealership as well, because the Sentinel GTS is here. If you guys have not used the Sentinel GTS, you will have an absolute blast with this thing. But with these vehicles not being removed or anything, I don't think I can include it in the main section. The final thing I also want to include is obviously our event week money methods. I think I could make a strong case for including these things. So it will be the new FIB priority file, salvage yard robberies, time trials, and I would put the weekly challenge here as well for the money payout. Typically, I would include this in the main portion, probably where the weekly challenge was. I definitely think that these things are worth completing each and every event. And just remember, you still have a ton of time to do these things. You could definitely do the FIB priority file and salvage yard robberies. After completing all of them things, you will have upwards of 1.4, maybe $1.5 million. And you can pretty much get that from these things each and every event week. And I always think it is a really nice thing. So now to give my final thoughts on this entire event, would I say it is a really good one? Probably not. I really do hate the fact it is just essentially a repeat, but that could also be considered a good thing because a lot of you guys might have missed some of these different clothing unlocks, so this will at least give you the chance to get them. Maybe Rockstar did mess up and you have not got these things yet, which has been happening a lot of the time to a lot of people. If that has happened to you, I would recommend getting in touch with Rockstar support. They are typically quite good with these things, and they can add some clothing items to your account. My last and final opinion on the event is what is the best thing, and I would probably have to give it to the free cars, and it is only because of the Panhard Lacrosse, and even this LS Car Meet prize ride is still a really nice one, but I love this Panhard Lacrosse. I'm so glad that I got it. I will be using the Panhard Lacrosse a lot, even though it is an electric vehicle and I don't typically prefer them. This one is definitely a highlight vehicle. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this event. Did you also find it annoying that this is essentially just a repeat? Or maybe you really enjoyed one of these different bonuses or discounts? But yeah guys, that will wrap it up for this video. If you went on to enjoy this or found it useful in any way, shape or form, make sure to leave a like. I always do appreciate your support. And if you are new to the channel and like what you see, subscribe and hit that bell icon to never miss a video. Finally guys, stay safe, thanks for watching, and I will catch you in the next one.